Alright guys, Dieter Milhorn here. I'm in some little small river stuff. The boys down at Muddy River Catfishing would be proud of where I'm at fishing. I can sit in the middle and hit the bank on both sides. So anyway, stay tuned. We're going to do some catfishing today. Easter weekend, trying to escape the crowds. So we're going way up the river to get away from everybody. Now, if any of y'all have done any fishing in the summertime, especially on some of the bigger reservoirs, you know the lakes can get pretty crowded. And I think boat traffic has an effect on the bite. Don't know why, that's just my theory, but especially in the summertime, I've been to lakes that don't allow like ski boats and jet skis, that type of thing. And consequently, you don't get a lot of boat traffic on those places except for fishermen in the summertime. And I've caught fish all day long, but you get on some of these lakes, especially near the major cities, that have a lot of boat traffic, skiers, jet skis, just recreational, boats that are not fishing out, running around. And it's tough to catch fish during the middle of the day. And I think that's due to boat traffic. So if you're going to fish in the summertime, you either A, fish at night, which can or cannot be an option, can or cannot be a good option for people. It's great if you can get out at night because there's usually not much boat traffic. The trade-off is it can be dangerous because what boat traffic you do have in these crowded areas are usually drunk. So that's not a good thing. I don't know how many friends I've had close calls, myself included, fishing at night. The other option is to get away from everybody. If there are places that are tough to get into, not exactly the prettiest places in the world where jet skiers and water skiers are going to want to be, might be an option to go with. So what I've done here, I ran into a place that's hard to get into. You have to know the run up here. You can put it on a sandbar. So it's a good place to get away and do some fishing. So keep those ideas in mind as things heat up here in the summertime, in case daytime's the only time you've got to go out. Today's bait, Mr. Crappie. Alright, just had a bait go downstream real quick. Not sure what we got. Got a bunch of these up on the bank. Oh, it's a good fish. We got a little bit of current here. It will be flowing all day regardless of power generation. Maybe in another line. See if I can correct this. Minimize the amount of tanglements. About 13 pounds. Show you a picture. Look at that mess of line wrapped around his head. See that? Now, part of me says I want to untangle every bit of this. Why? I don't know. Part of me that just wants to win. But then common sense starts kicking in. But you know what? It's a heck of a lot easier to cut that hook off, take that cork off, that tangle's done. That's me, and there's a guy calling turkeys right in the woods behind me. That's a horrible gobbler, sound like a jake. There's a channel cat there. I ain't got no sense on that. I don't know if you can hear him if they're calling or not. Sound like a whipped Jake. I'll let this jet get over and see if I can hear him again. Yeah, there's I've usually heard them roosting back up here. I've been up here early a couple mornings and heard them fly down, but that one I heard gobble was back over that way. Yeah. You too, pal. Okay, that was hilarious. I just called in a turkey hunter. Alright, got one hooked up. Came out of about 2 feet of water. Up on a little sandbar. Tell you what, when they don't have anywhere to go in that shallow water, they will take off. This rod was on the other side of the boat. Alright, had to do the anchor rope dance. Had to do the anchor rope dance. Little tip for you. You ever get one around the anchor rope, give it line. That line gets tight, you'll snap it. It's a big 29 pounds. It's a big one. Look at that. Nice one. Fish. 29 pounds, 2 feet of water. Alright guys, gonna give you a little breakdown of just what I'm doing, how I'm set up. Got 6 rods out. Fishing with crappie, which is legal in North Carolina. I've got drift rigs on my rods, mainly to suspend the bait up, and 2 because I'm too lazy to retime and put Carolina rigs on. Anyway, somebody asked me the other day where to find fish right now, and it's mid-April and water temperature nice right now, 68 degrees. These fish are pre-spawned. They're everywhere. They're all over. They're outside of in the middle of river channels, and I even think there's some in the middle of river channels because we see beds in those deeper places. So they're all over. It's just a matter of finding where they're feeding at. I'm having real good luck fishing shallow, up on humps, points, sandbars, those kind of places. That's where I've been picking fish off, and right up on the bank. So all you guys that are bank fishermen out there, when you get up to the bank, don't be trying to whale that thing out there as far as you can get it. I'd be putting it parallel to the bank because there's a lot of fish right on the bank. I've been picking off a lot of them on the bank. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Usually I can tell fairly quickly within 30 minutes whether a place is good or not. So I've hit it, anchored, and if I'm not catching fish fairly quickly, I'm packing up and moving on. So that's kind of the lay of the land. Brim's a real good bait right now. Somebody was asking me about bait the other day, a private message, and brim's a great bait. If you got the time to catch them, go catch some brim. It'll work as good as anything. I've got crappie mainly because a buddy of mine that's a guide gave me a bunch of them. And so that's easy bait, shad, anything will work right now. You can even, as this water really starts to bust up above 70, you'll really start picking off catfish even on some of the manufactured bait. So it's good fishing. We're prime time. We're prime time for everything. Saltwater, freshwater, it's on right now. So if you can get out, this is a good time to be out fishing before anything starts to lock up with the spawn, especially the catfish. The bite will really start to get slow mid-May through June, mid-June, so especially for the blue catfish. So get out now. Another 30 days up until mid-May will be good fishing. My official fish counter keeps me honest on how many fish I catch. All right, guys, rolled up onto my last spot, and I've basically worked my way down the river. Still muddy. There's a little bit of current here. It's starting to get back into the lake, and you start to lose the current here as it widens up and everything. So I'm going to anchor up here, give it about a half hour, and I'm probably going to call it a day. Still moving. I don't know what that's a lot of fish right there taking off. Got to get his head coming back this way. He's still swimming off to the side. He's going where he wants to go. Wow, he's still heading out. This could be a slobber knocker. He's still heading away. Yeah, he's past the anchor. He's coming back. Oh, fatal error, fatal error. Fatal error, fish. Fatal error. Got your head coming at me if I can keep you away from the anchor now. Fatal error. He's above the anchor. I gotta move to go to him. Alright guys, we did the anchor dance. Almost like he knew where that anchor rope was. And decided to boat. It's a good fish. It's just so shallow. There he is. He's in the net. Good fish. Good fish. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to call it a day on that one. That's a great fish and a great way to end the day. If you like the videos, please hit the subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date on all the new videos I have coming out. Hope to see you on the water.